Thanks, Jamie, for that great report. Mr. Nantais, can you tell us a little more about the free dental clinic this weekend?
Well, I think the dental clinic is a great example of what our school does to support the mission and to really live it. If we're in an area where, frankly, the financial challenges are greater than in even other parts of the country, the auto industry has declined. And when people are laid off from their jobs, it may be obvious, but just to state, you not only lose the salary, but you're also losing the benefits that you had that went along with that salary. And so dental care is one of the basic benefits that people had, especially in the Detroit area, in the unions, which had very good benefits. But if you don't have a job, then you don't have the benefits. And so what do children do who don't have the financial resources or the insurance to cover something like regular dental care, which is so important? So this is the university's way of saying, you know, we have this facility, and we have these people who have the knowledge and the professionalism to serve them. And so why not put this at the service of the community? And so I think it's an excellent example of UDM doing what it does best, being helpful in the community like that.
And we did touch on how the business school is getting involved, the dental school is getting involved. Also, we know that the law school gets involved in a service learning project. Could you touch on that?
Well, one of the ways is they have a mobile law clinic. And again, this is an ingenious way of meeting a need within the city. We could have perhaps taken over an abandoned building and turned it into a law clinic. But what do you do, again, if you have a city of that size of 140 square miles and upwards of 40% of them don't own a vehicle? How would they get there, right? So to have a law clinic where students who are learning the material want to practice it, that it's able to be mobile and move around the city and give free law advice to people on a number of different topics. Again, it's a way of stopping, reflecting, taking a look around and saying, what are the needs here, and who are the people we want to serve, and how can we best serve them? And so I think it's a great example. That's another thing that we can really be proud of here at the university.
Yeah, we're doing a great job addressing the problems and trying to solve them as best we can. Some of our audience might not be familiar with the title Institute for Leadership and Service. And you recently changed the name from LDI to the Institute of Leadership and Service, and we're wondering why the name change. What is the significance of that?
Well, the wheels were in motion before I came on board this past summer. My predecessor, John Daniels, along with Professor Kathleen Zimmerman-Oster and Pamela Zarkowski, who's the academic vice president here, along with Professor Don DiPaolo in the education school. The four of them, along with a few others, were very instrumental in trying to re-envision what was used to be called LDI was going to be about in the future. Because of a cutback in resources, LDI became the Service Learning Office and was doing an incredible job promoting service learning, running the service learning program. The university feels that in addition to that we should also be focusing on leadership and helping our students grow in their leadership abilities. Now, it's not a brand new thing. In fact, it's incredibly related, because if you look at the banner that's hanging on the fence at McNichol's entrance, it says lead and serve. And that's part of the vision statement of the university as well, to form students who lead and serve in their communities. So we see leadership and service as being fundamentally linked. A leader is not one who just simply tells other people what to do, but a leader is one who intimately knows the human condition, understands people's sufferings and people's strengths, and is able to call that forth from them. And so we think that the best leaders are those who first serve others. And to use the religious founders as an example, they would probably look to Jesus Christ, who was the ultimate example for them of being one who was a leader by serving other people. And so we want to promote that idea of leadership and service being connected. And so the name change, while it's not an incredibly radical change, is trying to shed a light on that idea that leadership and service are intimately connected, and we want to keep them that way.
And just as a last question, to our audience members, we were wondering if the students do want to get involved, how would they go about doing it through the Institute for Leadership and Service?
Well, we have a great website, and it has a list of all the agencies. We work with over 90 agencies in the metro area. And it also has all of the contact information for all those agencies. So even if you're not in a service course, but you just want to do some type of community service, perhaps it's for your sorority or fraternity, a lot of times I'll get requests for helping student organizations find service opportunities, because it's actually a very good way to bond as an organization. That is a great resource to use for that. And then I'm always available as well. If the door of the office is open here in Briggs 232, I'm more than happy to help people out.
So it's important to know that you have an open door policy, and any group, any single person, anybody really looking for an opportunity to do some service learning should come to you, or maybe see a professor to come to you and try and find some outlet to get their service learning done.
Absolutely. I'm more than happy to help. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you for joining us tonight, Mr. Nantais. It sounds like there are plenty of opportunities for students to get involved. Service learning not only provides students with a great chance to use their skills in real-life situations, it also provides a valuable service for the people in the community. If you'd like to find out about how service learning, click on the UDM website and type service learning into the search bar. Then click on students, or ask your professors if they have any service learning opportunities for you. You've been watching CST Connect, and the show that looks at issues and events on and around the UDM campus. This show is produced by students in CST 2100. Look for more episodes in the weeks to come. Thanks for watching. See you soon.